My name is James Turner. Today we're going to talk about a new book. Just came out, had the opportunity to be the editor and co-author with the former gang member. This book is called Black Gangs in America. I put my heart and soul into this project. Had the opportunity to find out the real truth about how these black gangs got started, where they got started, where they are now, how did they move from one state to the other, why did they get started. So I have the opportunity right now of the author of this great book, Black Gangs in America. I have Mr. Carroll here, former gang member. Didn't wait till he got out of prison to do his work and research. He stood up in prison. He's gonna talk about the book that he now authors, Black Gangs in America. Mr. Carroll.
How you doing, Mr. Turner?
I'm doing wonderful, man. Glad to be here.
Hey, man, it's a great pleasure to be here and to see you again.
Man, look, we got this book, man.
Yeah, it's one of the greatest books. I mean, I put my best work in this book. And when I came up with this book and the idea for it, I was in prison. And I was traveling around talking to young kids, man, in the school system and stuff, and they were asking me a lot of questions. And first I was all about the color, you know,
right.
The red, the black, the blue, you know, trying to mark the gangsters, vice lord, the Crips, and blah. I was trying to track them, you know, because I wanted to learn more about them, because when I got involved with being a gangster, I didn't know everything I know now.
Right.
I just knew about the gangsters. I didn't know about the vice lord, didn't know about the Crips of the blood, what they believe in, what they want to do. But if I was going to talk to young people, I had to be able to know everything about Black Gangs in America. Not just the organization that I was affiliated with at the time. I had to know about everybody. So I met a lot of guys in prison. A lot of them from Chicago, a lot of them from LA. You know, a lot of them had been in gangs and stuff. So I started interviewing guys. And trying to get some information about what was going on in Chicago and how people got in the gang, where the color came from, where the religion part came from. That I learned that certain one of them believe in the Bible, some of them believe in Allah. So to go out and talk to a group of young men and women like that, I had to know about the whole set about black gangs in America. Right. That's why I call them Black Gangs in America.
Now explain to the people, what qualifies you, Mr. Carroll, to write a book like this? See, many books out there. I read the information. What qualifies you to write this book? And what makes this book any different from any other book you've seen out there about these black gangs?
This book is way different. This is information coming from someone that did 17 years. But let me back you up a little bit, Mr. When I was 12 years old, I got in a gang. And I gang banged, I robbed, and I stole, and I sold, and I fought against these young brothers. I fought with them. Till I got 24 years old.
Right.
When I got 24 years old, I ended up going to prison. And I stayed in prison from the time I was 24 to 42 years old.
Right. I
got a chance to cover the whole state of Mississippi. The whole state. Right now, people still looking for a solution. And I already got it. They're looking for something to do. I already done it. I got a chance to go into the school system and work with kids from the kindergarten. I started off playing McGraw, the Crime Stopping Dog McGraw.
Right.
I started playing the Crime Stopping McGraw, telling kids to say no to drugs and gangs in kindergarten. I got a chance to go and interview young men and women all around the state of Mississippi. 82 counties. 82 counties. And it took me 16 years to do it. And I asked questions. I went depth, man, on this study. I went so far. I wanted to know the truth. Because that's the only way you can help.
Right.
How can I help a kid when I don't know the truth? How can I tell a kid to get out of the game if I don't even know what type of problem this kid is involved with? Every state is different. Every school is different. Every community is different. Every home is different. And to be able to do this, you got to know what you're doing.
Right.
I was around gang member for 17 and a half years in prison. 17 and a half years. And I asked questions. I want to know who Larry Hoover was. I met him when I was young, but I didn't know too much about him. Met Barksdale, didn't know too much about him. Heard about Jeff Ford. Heard about Pep, the one that started the Vice Lord.
Right.
And I went to asking people. I started writing professors. I started interviewing the Justice Department information they had. Right. I started running information together to see what was right. When someone told me something about Jeff Ford, what I done, I did some study on Jeff Ford.
Right.
I wanted to know who he was. I read everything about him. And I found out exactly who Jeff Ford was. When I wanted to know who Larry Hoover was, I learned about Larry Hoover. So I put the information together. Instead of wanting to be good at color, game signs, to identify one another,
Right.
to feed it on the wall, I didn't want that. I wanted the history. The history is the most important thing about this book, the history. And any mother, any teacher that dealing with these kids today needs to know that even the kid needs to know the truth instead of somebody telling them a lie.
Right.
So what I done, I put the history together. I went back and found out the vice lord. The vice lord, 13, 14, 15-year-old kid in St. Charles Reformatory School in Illinois, got together and wanted to start again. And they started the conservative vice lord inside the penal system.
Right.
Days for Barksdale. When he decided to come over to Devil Disciple, he was sitting in Cook County Jail. I met the guy who was in the cell with him. Sitting there, mad with Jesus Christ. See, Jesus had disciples. See,
Right.
and that was on the Christian side. So he decided to come up with the Devil Disciple because he was against the religion part. So he got some disciples in prison. Larry Hoover, 15 years old, on the street, banging at 15 years old, started the Gangsters. So this is what made me do this, and this will make me qualified to be an expert or a game counselor. I spent 16 years traveling around the state of Mississippi, and I've been on the streets. And I hustled against the guys on the street, I fought against them, and I interviewed guys. I did my homework. Every university, any kind of anything on game, I took that information and I studied and I cross-referenced with everything that I hate.
Right.
And then I came up with the truth, what actually happened.
Wow.
That's why I came up with Black Games in America. Every child in America should read this book. Because this book ain't just talking about me.
Right.
This book talking about what happened. This book got Jesse Jackson in it. This book got Farrakhan in it. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. Three presidents had something to do with these guys.
Wow.
3. Even the first lady, Margaret Bush. They gave her $150 million to deal with these organizations. $150 million. Everybody said, well, why? Because she was an educator. She worked at the library and she was a teacher. And she even wanted to do something. President Nixon, back in the 1968, 67, 68, was giving vice lord grant money, man.
Right.
They were getting like millions of dollars, man, to do something for the community, in which they was out doing something for the community, were doing some positive thing for the community.
Right.
And one person, don't take one person to do something wrong, and the whole organization got blamed for it.
Wow.
I did my study, Mr. Turner. When I was in prison, I read almost every university that was dealing with gang, everything they had on these brothers. I got it, but this is what everybody missed, the whole thing about this book.
Right.
Some people just write books about just the gangster.
Right.
Some people write the book just about the vice lord. Some of them write about the Crips and the Blood. I wrote a book about all 4 of them.
Right.
I brought them together and combined them together, and everybody had something to do with these organizations. If a teacher sat in her classroom dealing with these young men, how in the world is she going to be able to tell is he a gang member or not?
Right.
If she don't know what to look for. If she hadn't been taught how to teach a gang member, that mean that young man that sat in her class, a gang member, he going to fail her class because she don't know how to teach him. He going to come back to the streets. When he come back to the street, gang member got an open arm for him. How can you teach someone when you in fear yourself?
Wow.
How can a kid learn in the school when he's in fear? Living in Mr. Turner, just to answer your question, living this lifestyle, studying this lifestyle, interviewing, and common sense, Mr. Turner gave me the will to put this together.
Right.
Because before I let a bunch of young men on the street tell our kids a lie, I had to tell them the truth.
Right.
And some people might disagree with that book about a lot of things that they don't want people to know. 53 to 54 years, gangs been running around in this country.
Right.
People come from Chicago, LA. They come to a small city to try to teach us how to deal with this problem. Well, how can you tell us how to deal with the problem in Nashville and you don't know how to deal with it in Chicago?
Right.
How can you tell us how to deal with this problem in Georgia when you don't even know how to deal with it in LA? So how can you teach us something to do and you haven't done it? But see, take you back to me. I've done it, Mr. Turner.
Yes, sir.
I don't think there's no man alive that had the opportunity that I had to be blessed by God to be in a prison system, to do a study like this, to go to school from kindergarten all the way through college, to talk to young men, to ask questions, and to give them answers. I was able to do that for 16 years. I covered the whole state of Mississippi while I was in prison. God blessed me with that.
Wow.
And that's where I got my knowledge from, Mr.
Right.
I did my study.
Let me ask you this question. People going to hear you from Jackson, Mississippi, you did your work in Mississippi, and they're going to be like, are you from the dirty South? You from the South? The South don't know anything about gangs. What can you explain to the people? I know some of the leaders, where they're from. Can you explain what makes Mississippi so crucial, and the South so crucial, about how the gangs got started with the leaders?
In Mississippi, most of the people that coming from the South usually go north.
Right.
And that's what happened. When they went north, they end up being in organization. The grandparents end up staying south. The kid went north. When the kids started getting in trouble north, they started sending them back south. Now I joined the game in the 70s now.
Right.
Now listen what you're saying. I joined the game in the 70s. Now what would Mississippi know anything about game during the 70s? And here in Nashville, they just learned 2008 that they had games in Nashville.
Right.
So I'm back there joining the organization in the 70s. In the 70s, Mr. Turner.
Right.
In the 70s. So that means the game was going on in Mississippi before it was going in most of the cities. Mississippi got a tag, they call Mississippi Little Chicago. Jackson, where I come from,
Right.
called Little Chicago. We got more gang activity going on in Mississippi, probably in Chicago, in LA put together. 95% of our young brothers in prison is a gang member.
Wow.
95% of our brothers on the streets is gang member. 95% of our juvenile court system is gang member. Our whole city was about gang.
Right.
We had to come together as a whole to educate each and every child and every principal, every teacher, every minister, every senator, congressman. We had to educate everybody to be able to combine. Now, we never did get rid of all the gangs.
Right.
But we solidated. We've been banging ever since the 70s turn. That's why I say to anyone who want to ask me a question like that,
Right.
you ask yourself, did you know about gangs in the 70s?
Now, who is from these, some of the leaders are from the South.
Most of the leaders, Larry Hoover, from Jackson, Mississippi.
Right.
Family still live there.
Right.
Jeff Ford, from Lee County, Mississippi. He was over, he's the one who started the Peace Stone. He the one sent the brother to LA
Right.
with over a letter to start getting some Peace Stone. They decided not to get involved with Peace Stone. They decided to come up with the blue.
Right.
But he from Mississippi too. He was the first United States citizen to be charged with a terror act. And I tell you something now. In Chicago, gang men were so powerful in Chicago, they stopped drugs from even coming to the town till 1988.
Wow.
So Mississippi's a plug-in.
Wow.
I done my homework. I banged in the 70s, got out in the 80s, started talking to kids around the whole state of Mississippi. So I am an expert in what I do, Mr. Stern. I don't think no one never covered the whole state before talking about gang, Mr. Stern. Had a radio station, TV station in Mississippi. And the people in Mississippi trusted me because they know my background. That's why Mississippi know what he talking about.
So now, we've been working together for almost 10 years. And in that's why I respect you so much, because you didn't wait till you got out. I look at Gangland, I look at the History Channel, I look at American Gangster, and most of these guys, and no disrespect, and I say this in all due respect to the brothers and to everything, but you stood up in prison and walked away from your organization.
In prison.
And what was the reason behind that, to do that, and what's the reason for really, from that, doing this book and who you wanted to reach?
I walked away, man, because I seen young people. I seen young people being taken advantage of. I recognized the school didn't know how to teach our kids.
Mr. Carroll, I done seen on TV many, and I say this in all respect, and no disrespect to anybody, no organization, no one person. I look at Gangland, I look at the History Channel, I look at movies, I look at the series American Gangster, and you amaze me. I'm working with you almost 10 years. You amaze me because you decided to walk away from the game and stood up for youth and kids in prison. What made you decide to do that, and then instead of waiting till you got out of prison and work for the kids?
When I was sitting in prison, seeing young men come to prison, how can you not want to be part of that? Seeing the mothers and the fathers trying to deal with their young kid without even knowing they was involved with the game. Seeing the teacher trying to teach our kids and being in fear, I had to stand on this attorney. Because I got a passion. I got a real passion for helping children. And I know everybody out there needs to know about these organizations. And the more you talk about them, the more people become educated. And our public need to know the truth. And I stood up because the love that I have for young people.
Right.
That's why I stood up.
America, United States of America, the world, listen to me. If you're a teacher, if you're a kid, if you're a parent, if you're a preacher, you work in any capacity working with you, probation officers, judges, you need to get this book. Don't wait till something tragic happens in your community. Don't wait till you have to bury your son, your daughter. Don't wait till bullets fly in your house. Don't wait till something tragic happens in school. Don't wait till a gun is pointed down to your head and you're a teacher in school. You need this information so you can teach. You in the inner city, you work in the urban school system. Anywhere you work in the school, you got gangs in there. You need this book. Look, you go to our websites, www.savingouryouth.org or www.blackgangsinamerica, or you can call us 615-307-0118, 615-307-0118. Come and get this book. It's only $10. This is a guide for your future. This is a guide between life and death. This is a guide between you saving our future, our kids, and keeping yourself safe, keeping your kids safe, keeping yourself safe, keeping your church safe. Then for someone dying, you need to get this book. This is the truth. You got on this couch almost 40 years of experience. You got myself working with you 20 years of experience. We got in that book about bullying, how to handle bullying in your school, how to handle being a teacher, how to operate when you got gangs in your school, how to teach, how to discipline a kid, to keep yourself safe and to keep other kids safe. This is about the future of America. It's about educating our kids, it's about keeping our communities and schools safe. Where your kids go, where my son go, where my nephews, where all of my family go around America. You need to get this book to educate yourself. Kids, don't wait till to be a part of something you don't know nothing about. Find out what the organization, why they got started. You need to get this book. It's only $10. You can't beat that. It's only $10 to get this book about the history of the black gangs that's been around for over 50 some years. You got to get it. Don't wait till it's too late. You need to go and order it right now. Don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait till another bullet fly. Don't wait till your kid get jumped. Don't wait till another kid get bullied. Get this book to educate yourself. You can educate others. Learn the truth, my brother. Learn the truth, my sister. www.savingouryouth.org or www.blackgangsinamerica, or give us a call 615-307-0118. Excuse me, 615-307-0118. 615-307-0118. Go and order this book right now. You also got I believe one of the two of the best combinations you can get to come to your school, speak to your youth. We do consulting. We do assessments of schools. We help schools out. We help bring peace in your school, in your community. You need to learn about this, about workshops. We can bring this workshop to you. We can bring on how to keep violence out your school. We can come and consult your school on how to better enhance security and how to keep the kids safe. We can also talk to the kids that might be involved or not involved to keep them safe and keep them aware and keep this situation out the school. We are here to help. You will buy this book. You got to get this book. Call us to come and help your school, help your church, help your community. We're here. We love our young people. We love America. We want to see everyone safe and everyone to learn the truth. Come and get this book. Don't wait till it's too late. Have a good little interview, man.
Yeah, y'all get your soul's position.
You just gotta tell me to play out with each other.